Hi, this is Fred Eberly from Toshiba Business Solutions. I am looking to show you some of the really cool things that we are doing with Toshiba's technology on the multifunction devices and how that can tie into your office networks, make things super easy to be able to essentially have a kiosk feel on your device. So what you're looking at is our Toshiba touch panel with PaperCut loaded, and I'm not in front of it, so I'm just going to use an ID number to log in and show you what we can do here. What's neat about PaperCut is obviously it provides some really nice control features where you can have one print queue published and everyone uses that. They can go to any device they badge into or pin code into and release their jobs. They'll follow them wherever they go. And so does all this other technology we're talking about here today. So here I've got a few things that I printed over that are just in my queue to be able to be printed, and I can make some modifications right here in mass, or I can go into each job and decide what I want to do. If I want to make sure that's duplexed, I can do that. Here you're looking at a cost of 45 cents. If I go, you know what, that can be grayscale, it shows me immediately what I save. I can even modify the volume right here. And what's cool is you have instant savings shown right on the screen. So really nice feedback for the finance types that are looking to be able to drive behavior differently and help people realize places they can save money. So that's a quick insight on what we have there. And then we can begin to change some things on the screen here where I did a demo for a client here where we physically renamed the little button and called it their company name and the kiosk. So when I hit this, we're landing at our now touch screen, which is modified using Toshiba's Elevate tool. Great way to just market your brand a little bit more on the devices, put a corporate word out there, anything that you want to be able to do for mission statements or whatever it is. Again, just dresses up the view instead of having a whole bunch of little buttons all across the screen. It's highly organized, very simple to use. And we're going to step through a couple of these functions. What we're doing today is using some of our tools to be able to bring things like advanced scanning. So I can hit a button here, and it knows who I am because I pin coded in. That authenticated me back to Active Directory. So you see I'm logged in as myself. Then if I want to go and actually, there's a lot of different profiles we can create here, but if I want to go and scan something to my OneDrive, because I'm now living a little more cloud-based, I can use this button right here and have the ability to subfolder navigate right through my file structure in the cloud, which is really cool. So here I've got my Toshiba files. I can build in, if I want to go in and, throw something into my business plans folder, I can do that. Here it keeps my folder. I can modify my file name, and I can even convert that to a variety of different file types right on the way in. So it makes it really, really powerful for doing things like this. And again, we can tie into Google, we can tie into Microsoft, OneDrive, SharePoint, lots of different things that this tool can do. I'm not going to go over all of that today. You can ask us about that later. Back to the home screen, we've got some other things here that I'll talk about. We've got a lot more going on with faxing and secure transfer of information. So today I've thought we were going to get rid of faxing years ago, but it's still here, and people are starting to use it more and more because they're sending confidential information back and forth. They feel more appropriate doing it that way. Well, we're getting rid of those old PUTS lines and blowing those things away and going cloud-based with a tool called Xmedius Fax. Neat part is it can build right into what you have here on your Toshiba systems. So on the top here, you see it is logged in as Fred Eberly, and I have access to my phone book, my favorites, whatever it is. I can go and do that stuff straight away, send a fax to somebody if I'm having to move paper in that direction. And this, again, works no matter what device I go to. If I've got them all tied in like this, it follows me. And if I'm faxing, if I'm assigned to human resources, and that's the phone number I'm attached to, every place that I send a fax, it's going to be coming from that fax line. So it's not bound to a physical POTS line anymore, which is really cool. Then I've got another tool called Send Secure, which is, again, just a fantastic feature of being able to take paper and send it securely to another email address. What's amazing with this tool is we can send up to a 5 terabyte file, which is huge. So I can do that from my computer. I can do it from my mobile phone. I can do it here from the multifunction device. It's just a really slick tool in helping to bring all these things together. And the neat part is when I do either of these, because it knows it's me, when that fax gets received on the other end, I get an email back. If somebody receives my email and they open it and start downloading those attachments, I get notified. So I can see what they did and what they didn't do right here from the Expedius portal, which is part of the package. Another thing I'll show you on the quick is DocuWare, which is a fantastic tool for managing your business processes or just simple storage and retrieval. Oftentimes we have a lot of places that are just going, hey, I just need a better way of organizing than maybe a hard drive or on a server or OneDrive. So they want to get away from some of that basic file folder structure and give a little more capability. We can do that. And here you're just looking at a couple profiles that I built. If I have invoices that come in via paper, I can just put these things on the device, index them right into a workflow. And here I've got a few indexes that I'm just asking for. And basically that sends it straight to accounting. And they can go through an approval workflow from that point, which is awesome. If I need to be able to print something, get back out of this, I can even drill into my DocuWare system and pull things up. So I can filter based on whatever I have built in here. So if I wanted to look up invoices that I have in here, I can pull all those things up and grab whatever I need to and send it straight to print. So makes the ability to access my information in a content management system very, very easy to do right here from these systems. Obviously, we try to get away from print, but we do have situations where it could be anything. It could be education. Teachers that are not in their classroom need to come up here and be able to print something from a content management system, or we can do the same from OneDrive or Google. Very easy to be able to grab information when you're not near your computer. So just wanted to give you a real quick overview of some of these really neat tools. It's just a fantastic way of making very simple connections to what you guys are doing with your equipment, especially if you've got multiple units throughout the building, and being able to do simple things like print release and scanning, all that type of thing. So that's everything. Thank you for paying attention, and give me a call if you have any questions. Again, my name is Fred Everly with Toshiba. My direct number is 717-203-1069. Thanks.